this will really impact the mood. And it's not just the mood of your guests, but it will also affect the people that are working with you. This is something that really, really upsets me at weddings. Now, if you go against me on this, I'm not going to throw a fit, okay? Why would I? But there's this thing that happens, and for some reason, photographers are doing this. And I've checked with DJs around the country, and it's just funny how some DJs in some states aren't seeing this happen, and others are. And it seems to be like Arkansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Iowa. It's like a straight line of states. So photographers in these states are like networking, and they're just like, hey guys, I got clients that are having me book till 9 and they want me to stay for the sparkler exit, but I don't want to. So what should I do? And the response that everybody's saying is to do what I call, and a lot of other DJs are calling, a fake exit. And what this is you got the party hopping, it's going great, and then next thing you know, the DJ has to tell everybody to get off the dance floor, go outside, and yell as the bride and groom walk down while you're holding these sparklers in your hand, and the photographer's snapping away pictures. So as somebody that leads events and leads parties and has to set the mood, take time to get people into the party mood, I really, really don't like this as a trend in the wedding industry, because what you're doing is you're like ejecting the party and just sending them away. You're sending the fake message that the night's over. And even if you tell them like, hey, we're going back inside, so, you know, go back inside. Some people are like outside. The message is in their head like, we should probably get out of here, for some of them. You know, the good ones, hopefully some of your wedding party people aren't leaving, but I have seen that happen. So if you have to do a fake exit, I understand it is what it is. Budget restraints cause this to happen. But all I'm saying is what that line says at the bottom. Let's see. It is a major buzzkill at receptions in the Midwest, and I don't want it to happen to your wedding. So some things that I've seen other couples do, which while I'll talk, I'll actually go through my phone and I'll find it, because if you're wanting to do a grand exit instead of a fake exit, you can still achieve it without having your photographer around. And I mean, we did one in September, and I have the video to show. Here it is. So let's just see if you guys can see this. So no photographer was around for this. And this was their exit. They turned and kissed. People were taking pictures at the corner or at the end of it with their phones out, and they ended up doing their grand exit. So if it's just because you think like, oh, we got our photographer, this is a big moment, we need to go do this exit, it's honestly not that big of a deal. You buy the sparklers. To me, it's about the personal experience more than it is about the pictures. Photographers will argue all day that our job is an artistry and we need to do that. And then DJs will be like, well, we're all about the party, and we collide. Well, all I'm saying is before you make a decision on who you want to hire as a DJ and as a photographer, you honestly need to make a decision before that on if you want to have a fake exit or not, because this will really impact the mood. And it's not just the mood of your guests, but it will also affect the people that are working with you. If you're not willing to do the fake exit, your photographer could be really upset by that. And if you're not willing to wait until the end and do the grand exit, your DJ might not be too happy about it. So all I'm saying is you don't even need, like, the send-off is the best part of the night, in my opinion. The send-off is the best part of the night because, one, we end the night with a big, loud roar where everybody, like last weekend, like, one last time, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Haynes. Yeah! Get busy! Like, people are just screaming obscenities at them, you know, because they've been drinking for 5 hours. And then what I do then, okay, this is the much better alternative to the fake exit, is I'll be like, all right, at this time, we need everybody to go outside and form 2 lines and yell at the bride and groom. I'm not saying that exactly, but make some noise outside as the bride and groom make their exit. You know, last Saturday, we didn't even have sparklers for it. We just had them form 2 lines. We parked the car at the end of the 2 lines, and they ran through it. They did a big kiss, and they jumped in the car, and they went away. And to me, that was a lot better than a fake exit. And there was no lights on. It was pitch black, but they could see the bride and groom coming. And the one thing that made it even better is because we did a private last dance for them. If you don't know what a private last dance is, we talked about it on a previous episode of The Greatest Wedding Show, and we also have it as a clip on this YouTube channel. So if you're curious about what a private last dance is, we've talked about it on this channel. Go back and watch that. It's a good plug. It's what we call a plug in the biz. So as I say that, if you are worried about not having your photographer there long enough to capture your send-off or to do your sparkler or glow stick send-off, talk to your DJ, talk to me about it, and we'll come up with alternatives so that this doesn't have to affect the overall mood of your wedding day.